Your hometown station, yes. You know what? We do have fun when the commercials and the music are on, and I'm having a lot of fun with my special guests today, Tim Smith, Barbra Escorza, and Krista Stowell.
Stoll.
You know what? Forget it.
You know just call me Krista.
They are just so much fun. They are from the Trinity Classical Academy, and we're talking today specifically about the Imago Day School at Trinity Classical Academy. And Krista is one of the parents there who has 3 students. 3 of her children go to this school, and we were talking specifically about Stevie, who attends the Imago Day School. And I want to know about Stevie's accomplishments and opportunities. If you can just elaborate a little bit on that.
Certainly. Stevie is so accomplished. I can't even begin. She is actually taking spelling tests. Now, she is in the 5th grade and 10 years old. So you'd think, wow, it's not a big deal that she can write hit, man, or sit. But for a mom who a little girl is taking her hand and writing this, it is huge. That Barbra or Mrs. Scorza will say the word, and she will it, and she spelled it. She got 100% on a spelling test. We put that on the board. So she
That's
is
amazing. That's
no,
great.
it is. This is huge. She also does her own homework. This week, the first week of school, Mrs. Scorza sent home a writing and a math test, and she sends 2 pages Monday through Thursday. Very first day, Stevie gets out her notebook, and she does the complete week's work. So I told her she needs more homework.
Fantastic.
So accomplishments, she loves it. She tells me all by myself. She doesn't want my help.
I love it.
And she actually does it. She's also learning how to read. And Barbra, how are you doing that one? I don't know how
fun.
they do this.
Oh, okay.
Well, I wanted to share too with Stevie, some of her gains would also include her coming into the class and independently taking care of morning business and trying to do what's expected of all the students. And Stevie does it with such joy, energy, and pride. It's super cool to see. With reading, as Krista said, just getting her to decode and encode words and be able to take a spelling test and looking at a word is huge, and sounding it out and saying it and then taking it to paper. So super passionate about it because we see the growth in Stevie. So Stevie, lots of gains. Penmanship is beautiful. She loves the independence. Reading, she's making big steps. So.
But she loves it. But
She loves it.
She
Yes.
loves to do it. She wants to do it by herself.
Yes.
She wants to do these things by herself, which I think is huge. To me,
and she'll
that's
say
huge.
it all by myself.
Now,
All by myself.
Tim, you guys, this is the 6th year?
Yes.
Yes.
You
this
guys
year,
are in?
Yes.
Okay, so how has it changed the culture at Trinity, the Imago Day school? How has that changed the culture at Trinity?
Well, I think it's definitely changed the culture from the leadership, first of all, of Miss Caddo and also of Miss Howell. They don't expect anything less than the best of all students, not only the Imago Day students, but all of them fostering brotherly love towards everyone, both inside and outside the school. One program that the Imago Day School started under the leadership of Miss Hanson is called a peer mentorship program, where general education students are matched with an Imago Day student, and there are planned activities for them, but then those students also do activities with them outside of school, and it counts as a classroom. They have to apply to become a peer mentor, and it's so competitive that only a few can be selected, and they're graded very rigorously on that. But that's something that they all want to do. I want to be a peer mentor. I want to be a
Exactly.
peer mentor, and it has really helped our students socially, and everybody at Trinity knows. For example, every student and every teacher there knows who Stevie is. That would not happen in a government school. You would have just a small community that wouldn't even know who you were.
Let me ask you a couple of very specific questions that I have here. As far as mixing the integration, how do you serve the general education in regard to the students at Imago Day School? How has it changed? Are the general ed students affected in any way? How do you deal with that?
They are affected, but at the same time, the goal is to help them see that we are all created equally in the eyes of God. And ironically, one of our seniors this year is planning to write their thesis on the fact that it should not be overly exaggerated when one of our Imago Dei students is included. It should be expected as normal, not something that we glorify and publicize and praise. And I was really impressed with that senior statements that there shouldn't be any difference in me inviting one of the Imago Dei students to an event as one of my other classmates. It should be the same, and that's the culture that's been created at Trinity.
I do have one more question before we all wrap this up. Who wants to take this last question? I want to talk about life after high school. You guys say it's
Sure.
the transitioning kindergarten through high school. Talk to me about after high school.
We are working diligently to create a plan for each student based on their individual needs. There are different options that naturally for all students, not just the Imago Dei students. But we also have created, with the help of Ms. Hanson, jobs off campus, where we take them and they actually do a job. They've learned to navigate the Santa Clarita transit system, which is a skill within itself. So they will be completely prepared to go out into the community independently, not only with their transportation, but in the job force that they choose to be in.
Tim Smith, Barbra Escorza, and Krista.
Stoll.
I love you. You guys have been awesome. You are from Trinity Classical Academy, more specifically the Imago Dei School at Trinity Classical. If you need to get in touch with the school, they're in Kelly Johnson Parkway, 296-2600. Is that's, or you can just go online. I love going online. It's just TrinityClassicalAcademy.com. Plain and simple. I love
Yes.
going online. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come back anytime. You were a blast to talk to.